Now let's see our eighth question, which is fill in the boxes with the correct symbol out of greater, less or equal. Okay, so our first question is, so you can see that first one is a negative rational number and the second one is a positive rational number. So you can definitely say that 2 by 3 will be greater, or you can put less than sign here. Okay, that is minus 5 by 7 less than 2 by 3. Why? Because 2 by 3 is a positive rational number and minus 5 by 7 is a negative rational number. So positive will be always greater. Now let's see the second question. Second one is minus 4 by 5 and minus 5 by 7. So in order to say which one is greater, you need to always make their denominators the same. So for making their denominators same, let's multiply the first rational number with the denominator of the second. Okay, both numerator and denominator you have to multiply with the denominator of the second, that is 7. So you will get what? Minus 28 by 35. Okay. Now you have to take the second number, which is minus 5 by 7, and you have to multiply both numerator and denominator with the denominator of the first, which is 5. Then what will you get? You will get the answer as minus 25 by 35. Okay. So now you can see one is minus 28 and another one is minus 25. So minus 28 by 35 minus 25 by 35. Now both denominators are the same, so that you can say which one is greater. You know that minus 25 is greater. Okay, that is minus 28 is less than minus 25. Is it? So you can say minus 28 by 35 will be less than minus 25 by 35. Okay. So instead of minus 28, what was the number? It was minus 4 by 5. So you can say minus 4 by 5 less than, instead of 25 by 35, what was that? Minus 5 by 7. So minus 4 by 5 less than minus 5 by 7. Okay. So that is the answer for second one. Now let's see the third one. Minus 7 by 8 and minus 14 by minus 16 means both are negative integers, negative rational numbers. So before making their denominators the same, first let's convert this 14 by 16 minus 16 to its standard form. Okay, that is 14 by minus 16. To convert to its standard form, we need to divide both with their common factor. Suppose I am taking 2 and dividing it. Dividing both numerator and denominator. Now what is 14 divided by 2? 14 divided by 2 is 7. Now what is minus 16 divided by 2? Minus 16 divided by 2 is minus 8. So you got the answer as 7 by minus 8. 7 by minus 8. Now suppose I am multiplying both denominator and numerator with minus 1. Then what will be the answer? Minus 7 by 8. Okay, so the second one turns into minus 7 by 8. And what about the first one? It's also minus 7 by 8. That means minus 7 by 8 equal to minus 7 by 8. Or you can say minus 7 by 8 equal to, instead of 7 by 8, what was our question? 14 by minus 16. Okay, so here you will put equal to sign. Okay. Now let's see the fourth question. Minus 8 by 5 and minus 7 by 4. This is our question. So both are negative integers. Now let's compare them. For comparing, let's make their denominators the same. So for that, I am multiplying the first rational number with the denominator of the second, which is 4. Both numerator and denominator. Then you will get minus 32 by 20. Now for the second rational number, I am multiplying both numerator and denominator with denominator of the first number, which is 5. So 5. So you will get the answer as minus 35 by 20. അത് കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ടുള്ളൊന്നും ചെയ്യാൻ നിൽക്കണ്ട ടീഷാനെ. So minus 35 by 20. So first case you got minus 32 by 20 and second case you got minus 35 by 20. So without considering the negative sign, you know that 35 will be greater. But when you are considering the negative sign, then it will be just opposite. That is minus 32 will be greater. So you can say minus 32 by 20 will be greater than minus 35 by 20. So instead of minus 32 by 20, what was the number? Minus 8 by 5. So minus 8 by 5 greater than, instead of minus 35 by 20, what was that? Minus 7 by 4. So minus 8 by 5 greater than minus 7 by 4. Okay. Now let's see the fifth question. First one is 1 by minus 3 and second one is minus 1 by 4. So here you can see that in the numerator we got 1. Okay. In the first case it's 1 by minus 3. But in the second case you can see that it's minus 1 by 4. So in order to make it 1, you need to multiply with minus 1. Okay. Then you will get it as 1 by minus 4. Okay. Now our question has turned into what? 1 by minus 3 and 1 by minus 4. Now let's compare this without considering the negative sign, that is 1 by 3 and 1 by 4. So you know that here 1 by 3 will be greater than 1 by 4. Why? Because here both numerators are the same. So when we are comparing those rational numbers with their numerators the same, then you need to identify the rational number with the smallest denominator. That will be greater among this. Okay, so here 3 is less than 4, so you can say that 1 by 3 will be greater than 1 by 4. So but when you are putting the negative sign, that is 1 by minus 3 and 1 by minus 4, so after putting the negative sign you need to reverse the order of this sign, so it will become less than. So you can say that 1 by minus 3 will be less than 1 by minus 4, or according to question you can say 1 by minus 3 will be less than minus 1 by 4. Okay, so this is the answer, that is less than is the answer. Okay, now let's see the sixth question. So sixth question is 5 by minus 11 and minus 5 by 11. So by seeing this itself you can see that both are equal. That is 5 by minus 11 means what? If we are multiplying both sides with minus 1, then you will get the answer as minus 5 by 11, which is equal to this one. So you can say that minus 5 by 11 is equal to minus 5 by 11, or minus 5 by 11. Instead of here what was that? 5 by minus 11. 5 by minus 11 is equal to minus 5 by 11. This is our answer, that is equal to sign. Now let's see the seventh question. 0 and minus 7 by 6. One is 0 and another one is negative rational number. So you already know that 0 will be greater than negative rational number. Okay, so 0 greater than negative 7 by 6. So these are the answers for 8th question. Now let's see the 9th question. So this is our 9th question, that is which is greater in each of the following, and our first question is 2 by 3 and 5 by 2. So here you need to say which one is greater. So here you can see that both have got different denominators, so you have to make their denominators the same. So for that let's multiply with the denominators of the other one. That is multiplying with 2, that is denominator of the second one, then you will get 4 by 6. Now for the second number 5 by 2, you have to multiply with the denominator of the first, that is 3. So you will get the answer as 15 by 6. So 4 by 6 and 15 by 6. So which one is greater? You know that 15 by 6 is greater because 15 is greater. So you can say that 15 by 6 is greater, or 15 by 6 is greater means what? 5 by 2 will be greater. You can say 5 by 2 is greater. Now let's see the second question. Our second question, minus 5 by 6 and minus 4 by 3. So here also we need to make their denominators the same. So minus 5 by 6 into 3 into 3, that is the denominator of the second. Then you will get minus 15 by 18. Now what about the second one? Minus 4 by 3. Multiplying with the denominator of the first, that is 6. Then you will get minus 24 by 18. Okay. Now you need to compare this 15 by minus 15 by 18 and minus 24 by 18. Actually, without considering the negative sign, 24 is greater. But when you are considering the negative sign, then the sign will get reversed, or minus 15 by 18 will be greater. Okay. So minus 15 by 18 means what? This one, or you can say minus 5 by 6. Okay, minus 5 by 6 is greater. Now let's see the third question. So this is our third question, minus 3 by 4 and 2 by minus 3. So first number is minus 3 by 4. So in order to make the denominators the same, let's multiply with the second one, denominator of the second, that is minus 3. So I am taking minus 3 here, both side minus 3. Then what will you get? Minus 3 into minus 3 is 9 divided by what is 4 into minus 3? Minus 12. Okay. Now let's take the second one, that is 2 by minus 3, and I am multiplying both numerator and denominator with the denominator of second, which is 4. So I will get here 8 by minus 12. So 9 by minus 12 and 8 by minus 12. That means what? The denominators are the same. For both cases, it's minus 12. Without considering the negative sign, which will be greater, you know that 9 is greater. So it will be like this. But when you put the negative sign, that is 9 by minus 12 and 8 by minus 12, then the sign will get reversed. So it will be less than. Okay, so what is 9 by 12 means what? It's actually minus 3 by 4. So minus 3 by 4 less than. 8 by minus 12 means it's actually 2 by minus 3. So you can say minus 3 by 4 less than 2 by minus 3. Means which will be the greater number? 2 by minus 3 will be greater number. Okay. So that is the answer for this question. Now let's see the fourth question. This is our fourth question, which is minus 1 by 4 and 1 by 4. As you can see that one is negative and another one is positive, which means which will be higher? This positive number will be higher, that is 1 by 4 will be greater. Okay. Now let's see the fifth question. So this is our fifth question, that is minus 3 2 by 7 and minus 3 4 by 5. So both are minus 3. So we need to compare only this part, that is 2 by 7 and 4 by 5. Suppose for the second number, if instead of minus 3, if you have got something like this, minus 4 4 by 5. Means what? Then you have to compare the entire number. Okay, but here both are minus 3, so no need of comparing those minus 3. We need to compare only this rational part. So for comparing this part, we have to do the same procedure. That is, first number is 2 by 7, so you have to make its denominators the same, that is 2 by 7 and 4 by 5. Means how will you make their denominators the same? You have to multiply with the denominator of the second, which is 5. So you will get 10 by 35. Now what about the second? It's 4 by 5. So you have to multiply with the denominator of the first. So you will get 28 by 35. Okay. Now you know that 10 by 35 and 28 by 35, which is greater? 28 by 35 is greater. But what happens when you are adding that negative sign? That is minus 3 10 by 35 and minus 3 28 by 35. Okay. In this case, you can see that since negative sign is coming, so the sign gets reversed. Okay. So instead of 10 by 35, what was that? 2 by 7. So minus 3 2 by 7 will be greater than minus 3 4 by 5. Okay. So which number is greater? Minus 3 2 by 7 is greater. Okay. So this is the answer for this question. Understand? Now let's see the 10th question. So this is our question. Write the following rational numbers in ascending order. So first question is minus 3 by 5, minus 2 by 5 and minus 1 by 5. So without considering the negative sign, if you are writing the numbers, that is 3 by 5, 1 by 2 by 5 and 1 by 5. Then you know that which will be the greater number? 3 by 5 will be greater, and after that it will be 2 by 5, and after that it will be 1 by 5. Okay. Now when you are considering the negative sign, that is minus 3 by 5, minus 2 by 5 and minus 1 by 5, then what happens? Then 3 by 5 will become the smaller number, smallest number among this. And the next will be minus 2 by 5 and the next will be minus 1 by 5. That is, when you are writing it in ascending order, first one will be minus 3 by 5, second will be minus 2 by 5, third will be minus 1 by 5. Okay, here the smallest number is minus 3 by 5. Okay, this is the answer. Now let's write the second question. So here, as you can see, the denominators are different. So in order to compare them, we need to make their denominators the same. So let's make all the denominators 9. Okay. So for that, first one is minus 1 by 3. In order to make its denominators 9, you have to divide with 3. Okay. Then what will you get? You will get minus 3 by 9. And the second number, which is already minus 2 by 9, its denominator is already 9. So no need of rewriting it. And the next number is minus 4 by 3. In order to make its denominator 9, you need to again divide both with 3. Then you will get minus 12 by 9. Minus 12 by 9. So you got minus 3 by 9, minus 2 by 9 and minus 12 by 9. Okay. Now without considering the negative sign, you can see that which one will be greater number. Considering, you know that 12 by 9 will be greater, and after that 3 by 9, and after that 2 by 9. Okay, 12 by 9 will be greater. But when you are putting the negative sign, what happens? Minus 12 by 9, minus 3 by 9, minus 2 by 9. Then the signs get reversed. Okay, that means minus 2 by 9 will become the greater number and minus 12 by 9 will become the smaller number. Okay, that means descending order means what? Minus 12 by 9. Sorry, ascending order means what? You have to write the smallest number first, that is minus 12 by 9, then minus 3 by 9, then minus 2 by 9. Or you can say, what is minus 12 by 9 means what? It was actually minus 4 by 3. So first will be minus 4 by 3. And what about the second? Minus 3 by 9. Minus 3 by 9 was actually minus 1 by 3. Then what is next? Minus 2 by 9. So this is the order. That is minus 4 by 3, minus 1 by 3, minus 2 by 9. Okay. So this is the answer. Got it? Now let's see the third question. Third question is minus 3 by 7, minus 3 by 2, minus 3 by 4. So for the third question, first let's compare them without considering the negative sign. That is 3 by 7, 3 by 2, 3 by 4. And you know that here the numerators are the same. In such cases, you have to compare its denominators. And here you can see that 2 is less among this. Okay, among this denominators, 2 is lesser. That means 3 by 2 will be greater among this. And the next will be 3 by 4. And the next will be 3 by 7. Okay, because 2 is smaller here, so 3 by 2 will be greater. And the next 3 by 4 and the next 3 by 7. Okay, this is the order if you are not considering the negative sign. Now what happens if you are considering the negative sign, that is minus 3 by 2, minus 3 by 4, minus 3 by 7. Then what happens? You want to reverse its sign. Okay, this means what? Minus 3 by 7 is the highest number among this, and minus 3 by 2 is the smallest number among this. So if you are asked to write it in ascending order, means you have to write the smaller number first, that is minus 3 by 2, and the next will be minus 3 by 4, and the next will be minus 3 by 7. So this is the order of answer for this question. Okay, minus 3 by 2, minus 3 by 4, and minus 3 by 7. Understand? So that's all about this exercise questions. I hope you understood all this. Thank you.